I'm doing a session about forgot my laptop. I'm sorry. The next one is about having my tablet stolen. Okay, shall we start? No, seriously, there won't be joke. It's just 5 minutes, and it's a serious session. So forget about the joke. If there's a joke, it's a bug. Ignore it. Okay, so my name is Laor. If you're using KVM, who of you use KVM as a hypervisor? That's great. So I was part of the team that created KVM hypervisor, and now we're creating a new operating system written from scratch. So why should one create a new operating system? If you look at the last 40 years of development, each of the programmers and the architectures came up with a new layer, and layer over layer over layer. And this is how a typical stack looks like in the cloud. And it's working, but it's not ideal in terms of management and in terms of performance. We have three main layers: the hypervisor, the operating system, and the JVM, with a lot of duplications between them. If you look at each of these roles, like hardware abstraction, isolation, memory management, it's all duplicate across the board. And it shouldn't necessarily be this way, especially now when we have the cloud. So after spending about 5 years at Red Hat doing hypervisor and Linux, we thought to do something dramatically different and change the root structure of the operating system. So before doing it, let's see what we have today. After the last decade, we had VMware transforming the enterprise to virtual, and afterwards, visionary EC2 came along and created the cloud. And today, we all need scalability either in the public cloud or in the private cloud. And we have all of you, of course, the DevOps, and we need agility, and we need fast pace and manageability and performance, and to drive all of these last bits from your old shaky Ruby configuration. And the way we do it, we have fantastic agile infrastructure that allow us to do upgrades, rolling upgrade on real time. But what didn't change? The OS itself within the VM didn't change. Practically, we're all running just a single application within all of these building blocks. NoSQL, front-end servers, back-end servers, caching. But the OS doesn't have users because it's a server one, doesn't have hardware, and doesn't have multiple applications. It's just one application multiplied across the board. So we thought, let's do something totally different and smash all of these layers all together. So we're building an open source OS called OSV. It's meant to run your cloud workloads in ideally way for performance and manageability. It's totally different for Linux. It's right from scratch. It's not Linux. And it's like a machete if you compare that to regular OS, which is a Swiss knife thing. That's the design that we have for the system. It's not really the design, but that's what I can do in 15 seconds per slide. So you're welcome to go up and check our website. What I can tell you that it took KVM about 5 to 6 years to outperform VMware in terms of performance, and it's the open hypervisor for OpenStack. With OSV, we managed to outperform Linux in just 9 months of development, and we are performing with Memcached and Cassandra, and soon more workloads. In terms of manageability, we require no patching, no states, and no tuning. It just works out of the box. And the way we do it, we're just stateless, like a ROM operating system. You can just upload your application into it, thanks to Ronen Narkis and Or Cohen that help us building that. It's really fantastic. You just upload your jar or your C application and hit run, and it's working. And the rest is totally stateless. In terms of configuration, we don't carry 40 years of Unix. Even with Puppet and Chef today, you need to punch in all of those strings and to manage them like 40 years ago. We have an API for that, and we can drive the API using a single configuration file. Now, how to work with the system? It's easy. Since we have the JVM between the application and the US, nothing changes. This is our course to port Java application into it. You're qualified. Now, last thing, we need everyone here. We want to build a community of users, testers, developers, whether if you're a OS kernel developer or enthusiastic about DevOps as a user, as a NoSQL programmer, we welcome you to join our project. Here are all of the resources, the site, the Twitter, the mailing list, and we have IRC too. And if it's interesting, go ahead and reach out either to me or these resources, and we'd love to see you participate and create really the next big thing, and we hope it to be larger than the KVM one. Thank you.